You gotta love how women go around flexing on men and making videos about them to put them down. Of course, it's a never-ending double standard because while they love to generalize all men, they then get all upset and lose their shit when you apply their very same generalizations to them. God forbid you point out that they're usually guilty of the very same things they're claiming men are. A beautiful example of that is how today's modern women actually run around saying that men are slobs. They run around saying that men never clean anything whatsoever, while their houses and apartments, well, they're immaculate, of course. And sometimes they'll do things like running around making videos to publicly shame their husband or boyfriend, all while claiming they do all the cleaning. And a classic place they love to use to make that point is the bathroom, where they'll say things like,
"You guys, I'm so pissed right now. So my boyfriend and I share a sink because we share an apartment, obviously. I've told him so many times that I don't like his stuff out on the counter. Every day, I have to put it back where it belongs, in this cabinet. Oh my God, it's not that hard to clean up after yourself. Like, Jesus Christ."
I mean, the horror, right? He left a coffee cup, a contact case, and a couple of pill bottles. Okay, fair enough. If you ladies want to generalize all men as slobs who never pick up after themselves based on that, then it's only fair that we return the favor, right? That we point out how women tend to be slobs also, just to a little bit different degree. Because the truth of the matter is that I and many other men have seen or lived with women whose bathrooms looked like this. Or this. Or this. Or this. Now I could put a few dozen more pictures like that up, but you get the point. If you're going to say that it's okay to generalize all men as slobs based on a few pictures, then it's perfectly fair to say the same thing applies to women. Right? But it's bad enough they point out things that are disingenuous in private bathrooms. What about public? You know, where they'll say things like,
"It's just so crazy to me how grown adult people do not clean up after themselves. Who raised you? You know what I'm saying? Like, where is your common decency, common sense, respect for others? Like, what's going on?" Because as someone who has been in the janitorial industry, the men's bathroom be one of the dusty, crusty, mustiest places I've ever seen in my life. Just disgusting. Do y'all not know how to pee in the toilet?
Well, the truth of the matter is men don't pee in the toilets in public restrooms. They use the urinal, but let's set that aside. Do you really want to compare how a men's public bathroom looks compared to a woman's? Because you see, I've owned multiple businesses, and I've personally cleaned up men's and women's bathrooms as much or more than most people have. So I've seen both, and I've seen the results of what they do. Now, I was going to post some pictures of the female bathrooms that I've seen before, and ones, by the way, I've taken pictures of personally, especially when I had to clear the drains of the literally hundreds of tampons that had been flushed down the toilet. But ain't nobody want to see that. Hands down, the women's restroom was far more disgusting than the men's ever was. Because not only did they have the aforementioned tampons all over the place, but because they love to powder their nose, there'd be gobs of residue you'd have to clean up the sink from said powdering. The bottom line is this: we can all play this game back and forth. And I know how much it upsets the ladies when I point out their double standards. They don't like it. They want to have that air of superiority, and they want to be able to generalize all men, but not have those same generalizations applied to them. It just goes to show you that today's modern women live in pure double standards and hypocrisy, and it isn't going to change anytime soon.